Japanese term short for pocket monster.
This could be this year's Christmas boom.
Pokemon is an undeniable obsession with children across the country.
And the Pokemon is creating a monster of a commotion for American kids.
Pokemon world is a world of the demonic, of the satanic.
In my opinion, parents should not let their kids watch Pokemon, play Pokemon, buy Pokemon cards, have anything whatsoever to do with Pokemon.
Holidays, this is a talking Pikachu from Hasbro Toys, not even in the stores yet. It's going to be in next month.
The spiral. And it stands for what? Male fertility.
That how bad Pokemon is, I guarantee you these people haven't seen any of the cartoons at all. They have no concept at all.
Imagine, you're a young boy or girl on Christmas Day. Joy is in the air, the tree is shining, the gifts are bountiful. Except it's not Christmas, it's fall, and there is no Christmas tree or presents. Only a rake that your parents gave you to clear the front yard of leaves. And there is no joy. But you go inside after hours of chores, turn on the TV, and see the hottest new game on the market. On September 28th, 1998, a Japanese game headed by a small unknown indie game company known as Nintendo would release a game whose code was quite literally held together by rubber bands and duct tape. Pokemon would finally be available to US audiences, and good lord, would the ramifications be absolutely fascinating. The release of Pokemon Red and Blue in the West would lead to one of the biggest pop culture booms of the 90s to early 2000s. It was quite literally the modern day Beatlemania, bro. For nerds, and with a lot less of the screaming and fainting women, and a lot more of Lugia's fucking ballin'! Let's fucking go! The absolute magnitude of the hype surrounding these silly little games where you enslave your silly little creatures and force them to do your silly little bidding would lead it to become the highest grossing franchise of all time, blowing all stars like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Star Wars, and fucking Hello Kitty out of the water. A franchise grossing an almost incomprehensible 100 billion smackaroos. But if you look just a little bit closely, you see that those 100 billion gobblegoonies didn't come from video games. Oh no, not at all. You see, they came from a little thing we like to call merchandise. Plushies, toys, cards, masks, clothes, rides, pens. Pikachu, no! Pokemon goes the absolute 9 yards when it comes to merch. I swear to you. Go outside. No. Really. Go outside. Yeah. Really. Feel the fresh air hitting your face for the first time in years and look around for a bit. And you will without a doubt see one person, at least one, with some kind of Pokemon merch. However, out of all the merch, there is one that always seems to capture the attention of all through rain, hail, and snow, and it's the lovely thing known as the Pokemon trading card game. Everyone knows about those trading cards. From the famous Charizard card that sold for nearly 400,000 Gwangabongas, to epic influencer extraordinaires such as Logan Paul, Critical, Max Mofo making videos on them. The Pokemon card hype is absolutely endless, which leaves us with a question. Why? Fucking why? Why do people have such a fascination with these pieces of cardboard with silly little creatures printed on them? To really answer that question, we gotta look back. Back to the past. February 22nd, 1732. George Washington. February 28th, 1996. Pokemon Red and Blue was released in Japan, and in the same year, the Pokemon trading card game was rolled out by a company named Media Factory. With the series being a little bit of a hit, Nintendo wanted an in. An in.
The greatest democracy the world has ever known.
They wanted in. To America, baby! Land of the free, home of the brave, baby! Fuck yeah! In 1997, they went all in. 25 million Babongaroonies promoting the ever-living fuck out of Pokemon. They teamed with Hasbro. They teamed with fucking KFC.
These days, everyone's trying to catch Nintendo's Pokémon. So catch a Pokémon beanbag for only $4.99 with any KFC meal. Catch all four. Better hurry up. I'm starting my own collection.
Huh. They teamed up with absolutely everyone. Everyone they could to make sure their pocket monsters would find their way into the pocket of every single child in the home of the brave. With the release of the games in '98, obviously the cards followed suit, and boy oh boy were they a hit. With people all across the world being infected with the Pokevirus, and the popularity of other card games such as Magic the Gathering, it was simply a given that the card game would be a hit. And for every kid in the 90s to early 2000s, what a hit it was. Those cards were everywhere. In pockets and binders and blinders and lunchboxes strapped to water bottles inside your shoes like you were hiding little dollar bills but it was Pokemon. We were like little crack dealers going around saying shit like, Hey man, I'll trade you my foil Zapdos for this hollow Gengar. Just one hit please, man, come on. It was a literal child-run black market. You could not escape those cards. Of course, trading wasn't the only side of the game. There was the actual game part of the trading card game. And the game itself wasn't too hard to learn. All you had to do was pick a set of cards from the deck and attack the other player's Pokemon with your Pokemon. And this is where the real magic would happen. Kids would take over libraries, sit in the halls, loiter on the schoolyard, any place they could to find a place to play the game that they loved. It could have been a goddamn dirty-ass bathroom with heroin needles laying around, and they'd still set up shop to prove who is the true Pokemon card master. And things would go good with Pokemon sets. From the Gym Challenge pack to the Team Plasma sets, Pokemon cards were as much as a staple now as baseball cards, with it even getting a video game for the Game Boy Color in 2000, and a much more advanced version for Windows, iOS, and Android in 2011. Not too long after Game Freak decided to drop the greatest Pokemon games ever made, don't at me, the Poke-hype started to wane a bit after Game Freak dropped Pokemon X and Y, until a certain year hit. With a global pandemic blindsiding the world, people were forced to retreat into their homes like little moles. With the entire world locked up and really having nothing to do, people were spending a lot more time on the internet. And in October of 2020, YouTube master extraordinaire Logan Paul would upload the first to many of him opening Pokemon cards. You could basically say he was what smashed open the dam that was the 2020 Pokemon card renaissance. The Poke-hype was back, baby. Everyone and their grandma was absolutely hooked. Everyone wanted a piece of the pie. And we're looking around like, if I open this pack I can get a card worth 11,000 Dodongarunas? Sign me the fuck up. Everyone wanted to pull a shiny Zard, maybe pull Sabrina's Gengar, maybe a Dark Gyarados. Some for the collecting, and some for the money. Speaking of the money, Logan Paul's videos would absolutely inflate the market. First edition base sets that, although were rare before, nobody really gave too much of a thought, were starting to sell at absolutely absurd prices. Even regular sets were being sold at double, even triple the prices. Shit was crazy. However, like all things on the internet, our goldfish attention span will make everybody forget it ever existed, and by the middle of 2021, the hype had begun to die down. Now that isn't to say nobody gives a shit. No, Pokemon cards are still absolutely huge, with thousands of videos being made a fucking day. It's just the hype isn't quite as big as it was in 2020. Looking back on the good old days of elementary to middle, I can confidently say Pokemon cards were some of the greatest things I had growing up. Nothing beats the memories of trading an absolutely worthless Piloswine card for a dope as fuck Zapdos EX card, or our library literally kicking us all out if we brought out a single Pokemon card as we get way too rowdy. To this day, I'm amazed something as simple as a piece of cardboard with a cartoon creature printed on it is enough to get me to smile fondly in my adulthood. While to some it just might not mean much, or it just seems kinda dumb. To countless others such as myself, it was the time of our lives.
Pokemon.